All right, so this is chapter 4, lessons 6 and 7, so I've decided to combine 2 lessons into one video. The reason being that in both of these lessons, what you're doing is you're dividing some number by a fraction. In lesson 6, you're dividing a whole number by a fraction. And in lesson 7, you're dividing a fraction by a fraction. In either case, the key idea is the same. So if you're dividing a number, whether that number be a fraction, a whole number, or even a mixed number, if you're dividing a number by a fraction, that turns out to be equivalent to multiplying that number by the reciprocal of the fraction. So we're going to change a dividing problem into a multiplication problem, and we learned in previous lessons how to multiply fractions together. One important thing we need to be able to do this conversion of going from a division problem to a multiplication problem is be able to, given a fraction, find its reciprocal. So here's 5 over 7, and its corresponding reciprocal will be 7 over 5. Whole numbers also have reciprocals. So the whole number 12, its reciprocal is 1 over 12, and the reason for that is you could view this whole number 12 as being the same as 12 over 1. All right, so here is this whole number 12 written as a fraction, and then visually I can see this process of taking the reciprocal, which just amounts to trading the numerator and denominator. Okay, so let's see some examples. So we'll do 2 examples. The first one has 2 problems. Just evaluate, so complete the division. As usual, we want to write our answer in simplest form. So let's take a look at this one. So 3 divided by 2 over 11. So the goal is to convert this to a multiplication problem. I will start by rewriting the 3 as a 3 over 1. Next, here comes the key step in this conversion of a multiplication problem to a division. I change the division sign to a multiplication, and I replace this second fraction by its reciprocal. So one important thing to note, the first number did not change at all, other than the way I'm writing it. Right? Definitely 3 and 3 over 1 are the same number, but I did write the 3 as a 3 over 1, so there was a notation change. It's the second number, what you're dividing by, that gets replaced by its reciprocal. So here's 3. There's the change from a division problem to a multiplication problem. And there's this replacing this fraction by its reciprocal. And now if I were to cover up this, where we started, you'd say, oh, hey, I could do that. 3 over 1 times 11 over 2, because we learned how to do that in previous lessons. So that's the key idea, taking a new problem, converting it to one you know how to do. So we've talked about these before. You look and see if you can find any common factors to cancel. It doesn't look like there's any in this case. So we just multiply straight across. 3 times 11 is 33, and 1 times 2 is 2. So I get 33 over 2. All right, so let's try the second one. You may want to pause the video and try it yourself. It's fairly similar to part A, but there is a difference. The whole number is here in this time. So I'm ready to start my conversion to a multiplication problem. 6 over 7 stays the same. I change my division sign to a multiplication, and I take 9 and replace it by its reciprocal. Now when you're first starting out, this jump may have been kind of a little bit confusing, but just remember the reciprocal of a whole number is just 1 over that whole number. So now I've converted this division problem into a multiplication. Get the same change and replace by reciprocal. And now I go ahead and do my multiplication. I look for common factors before doing the multiplication. 9 and 6 have a common factor of 3. 3 goes into 9 3 times, and 3 goes into 6 twice. Multiplying straight across, 2 times 1, and 7 times 3. So that completes the first example that I wanted to do. So this covers both cases where the first number is the whole number and the second one's the fraction, or the first number is the fraction and the second one's the whole number. So that summarizes lesson 6 right there, just in this one example. Now that's not meaning to say that these examples should be easy. Certainly fractions are one of those topics in mathematics that can give people a bit of trouble. So it's very important to learn these operations correctly the first time through. Right, so the second example, we're going to divide fractions by fractions, and that's lesson 7. But because the idea is so similar, I wanted to do it in 2 videos. You've built up some momentum, just keep going. So letter A would be 3 over 22, and I want to divide this fraction by this fraction, 2 over 11. And for letter B, I want to divide 10 over 9 divided by 5 over 2. Okay, so let's give it a shot. And the strategy is actually basically the same. In fact, here, since you don't have a whole number, everything's a fraction, so you don't have to worry about maybe these reciprocals that are a bit tricky to compute at first. We're already fraction, so we're good. So keep this one the same. The first fraction stays exactly the same. Change the division to a multiplication. Replace 2 over 11 by its reciprocal, 11 over 2. And now I have a problem I'm more familiar with, multiplication of fractions. There's some common factors here. 11 goes into itself once and goes into 22 twice. So the answer I'm getting is 3, and then 2 times 2, giving me 4. So 3/4. Again, great time to pause the video and try and see if you can complete this one. There's nothing too significantly different about this letter B as opposed to letter A. The first fraction stays the same. The division changes to a multiplication. And we replace 5 over 2 with its reciprocal. Before multiplying out, look for common factors. 5 and 10 have a common factor of 5. So 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 goes into 10 twice, and then just multiply, 4 over 9. So that summarizes the main idea in lesson 7. Now, just because I do want to kind of lead you into lesson 8, this is just a quick extra example here. This is not in lessons 6 and 7, it's something in lesson 8. But hopefully you've kind of caught the pattern now, or you feel like you might be able to solve some of these problems on your own. So just a quick extra one. 8 and 1/3 divided by 5/2. Once again, this is not in lessons 6 and 7, but because the key idea is the same, I want to just go ahead and present it. So what you do in this case is exactly like what we've done before. We go ahead and replace this division with the multiplication. This expression will be replaced with its reciprocal. But how do you deal with this? Well, it's fine. We can always rewrite a mixed number as an improper fraction. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So there's just 8 and 1/3 rewritten as a mixed number, change my division to a multiplication, and replace 5 over 2 with its reciprocal. And so now I hope at this stage you feel comfortable, like, okay, I can complete it from here, and we'll finish it off. But that's the idea for lesson 8. It's all the same right here. Just dividing a number by a fraction is the same as multiplying by that reciprocal. So here, 5 into 5 once, 5 into 25 5 times, and I'm getting 10 over 3. Right, so it's very important to learn how to deal with fractions and operations with fractions correctly the first time through to avoid confusion later.